things in your attic that may be worth $1 million. Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Vinyl Record. You might be in luck if you've kept this well-known Beatles album from 1967. Even though most copies of the album are only worth a few $100s, copies have fetched up to $290,500 at auction. Beanie Babies. The plush collectible toys that were popular in the 1990s have a huge resale value on websites like eBay, especially if the tag is still attached and the item is in mint condition. Many of the limited edition toys are only worth a few dollars, but some have been sold online for as much as $500,000 each. For instance, a lobster named Pinchers, one of the original Beanie Babies, sells for $35,000. Persian rugs. Although it takes a while, hand-woven Persian rugs increase in value significantly over time. It's possible that the rug your great-grandparent bought is now worth something. Older than 100 years rugs are classified as antiques, and their value is based on factors like size, material, knot density, condition, and design. Reportedly, it can be worth $1,000 to $1 million. First edition books. You won't be surprised to find out that first edition Harry Potter books have been known to sell for £80,000, but first editions of other books also fetch high prices. The list price of the first edition of The Very Hungry Caterpillar is reportedly £2,439.38. Lunchboxes. Are you surprised that lunchboxes are on the list? The old lunchboxes featuring the Beatles, the Jetsons, and other well-known figures and artists can bring in up to $3,100. These old lunchboxes are very expensive. Therefore, go upstairs and continue looking for it even though your mother told you that she had thrown away those lunchboxes. Who knows what you might uncover? Milk glass Easter eggs. Originally offered in blank form, these delicate hand-blown milk glass eggs were intended for Victorian women to decorate with springtime messages and scenes. According to Heritage Auctions appraiser Marcia Dixie, the sentiments were typically harmed over time by washing or handling. It was reportedly worth $775 for a set. Outdated technology. For the majority of people, it's all about staying up to date with technology, but don't throw away your outdated equipment just yet. Phones, computers, radios, video game consoles, and video games, too, and even vintage toasters have a sizable market. A woman discarded an Apple I computer in 2015 that was worth $200,000. Hand-carved duck decoys. In the 20th century, these items were quite popular, but they are now a rare find. There's a good chance you could discover this in your attic. And you're in luck if you do. An auction can bring in up to $650,000 USD for a hand-carved duck decoy. Hubley cast iron doorstep. The Hubley Manufacturing Company was established by John Hubley in Lancaster, Louisiana, in 1894. The business initially produced wooden toys, but by 1909 they had expanded into cast iron and added decorative goods like banks, door knockers, and the extremely well-liked figural doorstops. The hand-painted doorstops came in a variety of subjects, including dogs, houses, fictional characters, and dozens of blooming flower baskets. They were made of molten pig iron and scrap iron that was poured into a sand mold. Originally painted doorstops now sell for up to $400, but rare shapes can fetch thousands. Recently, a Hubley giraffe doorstop sold for nearly $11,000. Super Bowl memorabilia. Back in the day, holding onto a pair of Super Bowl tickets could net you a sizable profit if you were fortunate enough to obtain them. According to Sports Collectors Daily, the price range for the majority of these paper tickets with a blue or yellow top stripe ranges from $200 to $1,000. You could earn approximately $4,000 by holding on to tickets with white stripes on top. Of course, the popularity of the game is also a factor. Tickets for the Super Bowl II and Super Bowl XII are particularly difficult to find. Antique Christmas ornaments. You might find a box in the attic that your family has accumulated over the years that is filled with Christmas ornaments. Now that you can still use it, we don't advise selling it unless it's absolutely necessary. If you have any antique Christmas ornaments, you should keep them because they are very expensive. The materials used to create the ornaments, such as hand-blown glass, are actually worth $1,700 US. A Kugel ornament from Germany in the shape of a pear can cost up to $18,000. Yes, you heard correctly. So, resist the urge to sell it even if you are tempted to. These ornaments are extremely sentimental and are worth thousands of dollars. Baseball cards. The general rule when determining a baseball card's value is that the older the card, the more it is worth. However, there are many factors that affect a card's value, so if you've found a collection of old cards, it's worthwhile to have them valued. A card may fetch thousands of dollars when sold online, depending on factors like condition, player, and year. A 1952 Mickey Mantle baseball card was purchased for $12.6 million US on August 28, 2022, shattering all previous records.